once was a squirrel and her name was Lil Red. She ate some bad peaches that went to her head. She stumbled and staggered home to her bed. And when she woke up in the morning, she said, let's listen. Lil Red, Lil Red, she goes where no one else.
Squirrel. Hey, y'all. Hey. I hope everybody had a good Thursday. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? You never know with my equipment. Okay. There's a huge delay apparently because nobody has answered me yet. I'm going to talk to the chat. Hey, Sherry. Scroll up. Can y'all hear me? I sure hope so, because I ain't in the mood to troubleshoot anymore today. Hey, Cassandra. Miss Cassandra. Aunt Lissy, welcome. I was reading the chat earlier, something y'all were talking about, and I said, I'm gonna get her, and now I can't find it. Miss Cassandra. Oh, there's somebody else. Mama Bear, hey, welcome back. Violet, not a fan of KJ. Hey, girl. Mama T, love seeing you here. SC Johnson. Persnickety Prudence. I like that name. Hey, y'all. Oh, ow. Clumsy me. I hope I'm not missing anybody. Colleen, hey. Crazy Tia, hey. Nay. I haven't been here much lately, y'all. I'm sorry. Sherry. I've missed you, Sherry. So glad you're here. Hey, that Amber chick. Stranger danger. I feel like some of y'all I hadn't seen lately. But it's probably me that's a stranger, huh? I ain't been here much. Police Wife Life, how you doing? Adam, welcome back. Hi, LilRedYall and moderators and people in chat. Hermie's mom, hey. And let's see. Barry, hi. Good to see you. Wait, what am I seeing? Is that new member? And Mama T, thank you. I love you. Mama T's a little red friend. You always have been. Thank you. Let's see. I got that squirrel song in my head. I'm gonna have to do something different because I hear it and it's in my head every time I'm here. Hey, Kano. How you doing, Miss Jean? I didn't see her name, but I see somebody saying hey to her. I hope y'all have had a good week. I haven't. It's been, y'all. Let me tell you something. I ain't never in my life had such training as I've not had this last 2 weeks. Literally terrible. Let's see what I want to tell y'all first. I scheduled this last night and then something came up. I thought we were going to work on my channel, and then I guess something happened with my friend that was going to help me, and we just can't get it right, get our schedule right. But we were going to listen to Katie today. I scheduled it for last night. I'm sorry. I love y'all. I know some of y'all don't want to, but damn it, I need to. We got to listen to this. And who are all these people that are doing KJ videos? I mean, I just typed Katie Joy because that's how you get the IG lives, right? No, you get 15 people that I've never heard of. all doing Katie Joy. Like, has she had this influx of people leave her channel lately? Because I don't recognize them from Twitter. They might be on Twitter. I'm sure they're on Twitter, at least some of them. But have I really been gone from the internet for that long? I know I haven't been keeping up, but come on. Hey, who did JJ? Hey, JJ. Who else? I miss Monica. Look at strangers. How are you doing, Monica? And Miss Jean. My son asked me what the hell I was humming today. It was a darn song. I don't know who can hear that song. I don't know. Maybe y'all can. And it doesn't get better with time. Every time I go live, afterward, I'm humming it. I'm humming it right now in my head. And I don't multitask. I play that song from the baby when I go see her. She'll be sick of it. She'll be humming that soon. Ow. Damn. I'm so clumsy. Has anything good happened? Hey, did they find out yet what happened to Critical Case videos? I heard all of her channel was almost gone. But when I listened, nobody knew why. I've been so up to my neck in computer for the last 2 weeks that I get up in the afternoon and I do not want to sit back down here at all. And I'm sure it'll get better after this week because I go to work and the training's way worse than what I've been told that we're going to be doing. So y'all pray for me. So has anyone heard about Critical K? Oh, I talked to Comic Nut, y'all. A lot of y'all have asked me about him, and I hadn't heard anything in forever, but I talked to him last night, I think. Not talked to him, but we messaged a little bit. He's even working like crazy. Hey, Miss Mickey. Welcome. Thank you for stopping in. Oh, my phone's going ding, ding, ding. Hey, Sassy Nas. She's putting stuff out or back up for pay. And so, okay, I heard somebody say, well, what if she had gotten struck or she was worried about getting struck because somebody's threatening or something. But then I heard somebody say she took it all up. She took her videos up. Was it to keep someone from striking him? Does anybody? Yeah, we probably know about. I don't know. I don't watch her. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I heard that last night. I did hear some YouTube because I can put it on my TV, but I listened to a few things that's like on autoplay, and I haven't even gotten the remote or gotten on the computer and like type stuff, searches for stuff because I just no computers. Yeah, I've always worked on computers all day. It was 12-hour days at the last job, but the place I'm 370 people, 350 people, 270 people in the Zoom classes that I'm in every day with 2 or 3 instructors, and nobody's programming or nobody's apps are working like they're supposed to. They're not. We can't get online. Your password's not good, even though you know it's the right password. It's just crazy. It's been stressful. I'll be glad when it's over. Kano, how have you been? I haven't talked to you lately. We used to talk on the phone on your breaks. I've been keeping my phone on Do Not Disturb Me lately. I don't know who I've missed. Has anybody seen Trouble? Oh, I forgot. Hold on. I got to message someone. And I've already got it queued up to put on the screen. But I've got to DM Joey if I can. Oh, and yesterday, it's been a great week for me, y'all. What was it? Friday or Saturday night? Cash ripped my computer off the table. And the next day after I told y'all about it at work, my camera didn't work. So I'm like, great. I mean, the USB was bent out of hell. But all the rest of them were too, where they landed face first. And I was able to get the rest of them to work, except for one cord. Well, the camera, it's not unpluggable. It's not like a phone where the cord comes out of the camera and the computer. It's not. No, it's actually made into the camera. So if the USB port gets messed up, you're screwed, right? It came on and then it didn't when I was at work the other day, Monday, I think. And I was like, what in the heck? And it said, computer don't recognize. I was pissed. Because I wanted a new camera, but I didn't want it like that. I didn't want to like be without. So I cut the cord and I said, I will splice it together and rig it up, make it work. Maybe, hopefully. And I Googled it and I did. It took me 2 days because those wires are tiny, but it works. And it's got duct tape and like I'm MacGyver, y'all. So I'm gonna send a couple DMs. I want to go ahead and put Katie up and let y'all start watching her because I know you're dying to see her. I'm just kidding. There I go again. I didn't think that was right. Okay, this is I heard most of it last night. I didn't hear all of it. It's the Mrs. Cares video. I'll put the link in the description. Some of the shit she says in this one, y'all. It's like old school, circa 19 whatever. It's Katie, the old Katie, the Katie. Let's listen.
Hi, guys. Hello. Hi. What's going on? It's Monday. Hi, guys.
She's looking suspicious.
Hello. I just hit 40,000 followers on Instagram.
Woo.
How awesome is that? So excited. It's like another benchmark. Thank you guys for following me on Instagram. That makes me so happy. This is a super, super cool community. I'm digging the fact that you guys are following me here. I guess I needed to do a better job of telling you guys to follow me here. I wasn't doing a very good job of that in my videos. I didn't even really let you guys know that I had this Instagram. So maybe some of you didn't even know.
Hold on. I've got to. I'm sorry.
But
I didn't do.
Thanks for the big.
Can y'all hear it? Everyone's aware that she gets on Instagram and now she loves it because she's got 40,000 subs. But all she does is talk shit to them and tell them, "You're not my followers. You just come here to troll me, basically." But now she's happy about it. So I thought Instagram did better than her other social medias, but what do I know? Please listen.
Badge, Whitney. I have been. Thanks. You guys are cute.
Cute. You're cute.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for the badges. You guys are so cute. Anyways,
You guys are so
today
cute.
is one of those days where I'm like all over the place thinking about things. And I'm all like thinking about the stuff in Duggar Town. I did the video about the dog stuff. I run over to Twitter for a hot minute. James Charles is back yelling about something. I'm like, can I just
let me speed this up a little bit.
5 minutes to myself?
It takes you a minute to get warmed up on a roll. I'm going to speed it up for y'all. And I guess there we go.
Why is it? Thank you for your badges, you guys. Oh, thank you, Craig. Why is it when someone finds out that like there's going to be a press article about them, they have to like jump in front of the story and the narrative and like control the narrative?
Is she talking here? Here we go.
He legitimately went on Twitter because he's like involved in this lawsuit with a former employee, and she apparently is speaking to the press, and he's like now accusing her of blackmailing him, which is insane. And he's like acting like he has no other choice but to go onto Twitter, only after being kicked off the internet for basically being kind of a grooming pedophile. I mean, allegedly. And now he wants people's sympathy because someone went to the press about him about some lawsuit. Like,
I'm sorry.
Got to be kidding me, James. Like,
is she talking about somebody? Is she talking about herself? Didn't she do that? I think she did that. I'm almost certain she did that. Except for the grooming and whatever, the chasing young boys. But she did say she would when she gets older. Cat column. Let's listen.
Ever your fault? Is it ever your fault? Ever? And then he's like threatening this person in this Twitter video, basically saying, well, now that you are talking about me, I'm never gonna settle. Like basically saying he's gonna like make this woman's life hell. And then it's like, yes, I thought he was completely canceled already. Like, what is his problem? Why is he acting like anyone gives a flying shit about what he has to say? I'm sorry, James, your opinions about life stopped mattering to me when you were literally grooming 15-year-old boys, asking them for nude photos, sending them nude photos of you. When you were running around acting like a pedophile is when I stopped giving two shits about what you had to say. Like,
she stopped caring about what he had to say if my opinion's correct. When he tricked her he didn't even trick her. He just asked her, and she was like, "Oh yes, with stars in her eyes. Yes, I'll write any tweet you want. And what video do you want me to take down? What is that on her nose?" Oh my goodness. Let's listen. I can't see my chat. Where's the chat?
Sorry, and then Gabby Hannah's still popping her mouth off.
Did you see that? Was that weird?
Shits about what you had to say.
Oh, okay.
Like, sorry, and then Gabby Hannah's still popping her mouth off and fighting with everyone. The internet has lost its mind right now. And I don't like covering YouTubers because there's so much like infighting on the commentary scene on YouTube. Like literally all the commentary channels always fight, and I hate that, so I don't even try to talk about it. He says he has to come back because someone is going to talk about him. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You don't have, if he cares about this lawsuit, the last thing that he's doing is going online. If he said that he's been quiet for 2 years, and now because this person is speaking out, you know what I mean? Like, no, I honestly think that whatever is in this report is going to make him look like an asshole. Yeah. Narcissists, and I'm confident.
And this is a whole ass real true story. I didn't make this up.
He was a narcissist. His old mom called him a narcissist. And narcissists like love to control narratives. So he just wants to control the narrative. Like he knows the article's coming out. He wants his side to be the first side because when it comes to social media, whoever can get the first story out is usually the one that's believed first. So that when the fans see the story, they can match it against what he said and be, well, James said that she's a lying, conniving, disgruntled person. I'm the best person ever. How could she possibly be saying anything?
Sorry,
and then any proof that she has will be completely negated because flying monkeys are running around going to probably attack this poor woman. And then all of their reason, rationalization, and ability to even think logically will go out the window because their favorite makeup app.
Okay. Whoa. That's a whole lot. I'm sorry. I just pocket dialed someone, but my phone was in my lap. So whatever you call that, that's what I just did. So I missed the last 30, 40 seconds of that. Does anybody want to talk to me? I hadn't even got my chat on the screen. Yeah, she just said if she cared about this lawsuit, she would not be talking about it. Wait, what? Logically will go out the window because their favorite makeup guy. She has the best advice about people in lawsuits, doesn't she? Don't you know she wished somebody had told her not to talk about it when she was in a lawsuit? Oh. Let's listen. I'm going to put a link in the chat. I don't know if Joey's going to come through the chat or he might not come. He might be just napping. Let's listen.
Allegedly likes to talk to little boys online, said that it wasn't true. I know. James Charles spoke with many underage teenagers. Yes. I would believe James Charles as soon as I would start believing Joshua Duggar. Agreed. Oh, then I started thinking about, and it just like honestly hit me. Anna was posting all this shit on her Instagram about like, you know, being godly and like acting right. And then like, I am not convinced that she hasn't known this whole time. I am not convinced that she has not in some respect known what he's been doing because they had the covenant eyes on his computer. Okay. I also don't believe.
Does anybody know what that means?
Going on because not only was he.
I'll admit I'm dumb about it. I don't know. What is this covenant eyes on the computer mean? Because not this time when she was talking about it initially after her sitting through the hearing fiasco, she was saying it like it was a term. She was saying it like it's normal verbiage, I guess. I don't know. And it's real words, but I had never heard them used like that before. Like covenant eyes on the computer, and this program keeps covenant eyes away from seeing what he sees. It was weird to me. I mean, I guess I could Google it. Maybe I should have. I didn't think about it. I had it. Yeah, big screen, but then that messes my screen up. Alrighty.
Here's the part that I always think is really suspect. He said in 2015 that he had a porn addiction, but then suddenly Jim Bob says that he can't have any social media. Why would someone who has issues with watching porn, regular adult porn, not be able to like interact on the internet? Why?
I would answer that because porn is all over the internet. Like, you don't like. I've heard that before, and it wasn't about someone who was accused of crimes. It was just sex crazed people, or like, you know, were they sex addicts or whatever, or just horny old people. I don't know. Men. I was going to say men, but then I was like, no, people will get mad if I say that. But I mean, it is mostly right. I don't know. No, you're not. If you have a porn problem, I don't think the internet's the best place for you, Katie.
Would someone who is a regular adult porn watcher not be able to have Snapchat or Facebook or whatever? Like, that's not a logical step. But if you're doing something really bad and you shouldn't have access to the computer, like looking at children being abused
happy about saying that,
or if you're grooming children online, then you might get your social media, phones, everything taken away. Mm-hmm. So how does it? Oh, Noda, I feel like Nodak has experience in this. I can't remember what Nodak's experience is. That person sent me an email and they said, my experience is the vast majority of the wife knows. I feel like she knew. And I feel like the reason why they took away all of his phones and everything was because they knew. I feel like they tried to tightly control them because they knew. When my source told me that they were supposed to go with Josh Duggar and Anna Duggar to an event, and they were
what if someone told her that they thought that she knew about her brother-in-law that she talks about all the time, that they cut off as soon as he got in trouble or whatever? What if somebody said they're pretty sure she knew? She'd be okay with that, right? Sure, certainly.
All going to go together, and then Josh abruptly had to cancel, and it was due to the fact. I mean, looking back now, this person says, well, I was underage when this happened, and Josh abruptly couldn't go with them anymore. So they're trying to keep him away from minors. Why are you trying to keep them away from minors if they have a porn
Maybe
addiction
the police
for
told
adults?
them
That
to.
doesn't even make sense. Are you trying to keep them away from minors because he's literally doing shit to kids and you're not telling people, you're not reporting people? Like, I want to know what children he's abused, because I have no doubt that there's kids out there that have been abused. I don't want to speculate what kids have been abused. It just doesn't make sense to me that they would be so tightly controlling someone that has an addiction to adult porn. Like, it's not illegal, by the way. By the way, it is not illegal for a man to watch pornography. It is not illegal for a married man to watch pornography. Because honestly, if you have a relationship and in your relationship and in your marriage, if you have it established that looking at porn is fine, that's not illegal. Like, married people sometimes watch it together. Right.
She went on about this for a little bit. And at first I was like, well, Katie Joy's she likes porn. Nothing wrong with that. Whatever. And then I was like, well, no, she's joyfully unavailable. She loves that fact. So it really, I was really trying to figure out, what is it? Oh, maybe she is, like all for Todd looking at it because she's not interested in him. I don't know. I'm just guessing, y'all. Joey's on the way. My light is not bright in here tonight. Hey. I'm trying to I've got to send him a link. And sorry, y'all. I can't do it with the full screen. And I can't see my chat. But I'm fixing to fix that. I hope. There. Okay. Okay, so I'm confused that word. That's a first for me. What is... I bet you 10K she will visit Amy King during the trial. She's already dropped the seed of going to visit her. Oh, wow. Really? I hadn't heard that part. How scary if you were just like casual, like whatever, nice to each other online with this lady and she invited herself to come stay over. Oh my word. I have a program like that I coded and put on my son's phone, certainly. Or trigger certain actions. She just looks really happy when she's talking about it. And yes, he's gross. Yes, he's gross. But she looks so happy when she's talking about it. And there were people that were hurt in the making of what he was looking at. It's not like and he maybe didn't physically hurt them, but there were children that were hurt. I don't know. I just thought this was the hypocrisy of, if I were in a trial, I would, if she cared about the trial, she wouldn't be talking about the trial. Really? Come on now. All right, now I can get the link to this thing for right. Copy. Let me hit play. Let's listen.
Right?
I know.
So I don't think it's a sex addiction. I think he's a pedophile. I don't think it's a sex addiction. I think calling something like this a sex addiction and children a fetish is absolutely gross. Like, someone literally just said, I said, this is what someone said, it's an all-out sex addiction with special fetish for those innocent poor children. Children are not a fetish. That's gross. So please don't ever call children a fetish. That's not, children is not a fetish. A fetish isn't even like, he's a pedophile. He is a pedophile. A fetish would imply like something that people have that's not abusive or, hurtful. You can't, fetish is part of like BDS, isn't fetish like BDSM, which is consensual adults with safe words. And so if you have a fetish, that is not the same as being a pedophile. So
it's not the same as BDSM either. Sometimes it goes together. Like, okay,
gross. Jim Bob is probably watching this. Probably.
She thinks he watches
being a pedophile is actually its own diagnostic criteria in the DSM-5. Pedophilia is a disorder. Pedophiles can also have antisocial personality disorder or narcissistic personality disorder or other narcissism or other like mental health issues. I was reading about that today, that a lot of times they have other comorbid mental health conditions. But pedophilia is not treatable, but there are things that therapists can do to help people that don't offend if they want to actually be honest with it. There's medications they can put these people on, which reduces their sex drives. There's they put them on like hormones to reduce
that. In my opinion, does not work. It's more than just sex drive that drives these people. I don't know. Let's listen to the professional. What is this maker this week? A psychiatrist, a counselor, I don't know. Something. She's something.
Their urges. There's medications that they can put on if they're having like delusions or thoughts that are being like, sometimes it's intrusive thoughts that cause it, and people don't even realize that they're having intrusive thoughts. Some people who have intrusive thoughts are scared of the intrusive thoughts, and so they're literally not going to act out on them. And those are the people that you can actually help and get treated. But it's the people that have the intrusive thoughts that have no bounds, and they will literally act out on them. That's scary. Katie has it right about the DSM-5. I literally spent a bunch of hours. I don't even know. I read about this stuff, so when I speak about it, I don't sound like an ignorant piece of crap. And pedophilia is a recognized DSM-5 thing, and they can treat it. It's not usually successfully treated, but there are ways to help people who they don't offend. It's a
Mama Bear of one. What do y'all think has kept Lil Red? Technical issues, fell asleep, squirreled, and forgot the time. Is getting ready or eating dinner, something else. It's spyware that they put on the computer. If he looked at porn, it notifies someone. Mama Bear of one, that was funny, but oh gosh, I fell asleep, y'all. Look at it. Cash, stop. It's like parent controls for adults that cheat or do porn.
Classification of a mental illness that actually causes harm to people. And because it causes harm to people, it is one of the hardest ones to treat, according to the DSM-5. That was what I was reading. And psychologists right now are really torn on how to help pedophiles, because if a pedophile doesn't offend, how can you help that person actually get help and like treat the illness so that they don't hurt people? Unfortunately, a lot of pedophiles will not admit they need help. And unfortunately, from what I was reading, a lot of pedophiles also can have...
Hold on. Mama Bear has a blank screen. The thumbnail. What's the thumbnail, Mama Bear? Oh, she can't hear me if she's got a blank. Was there two? Does anybody? So you know, sometimes you make a stream and there's two streams set up. Let me check. Is anybody else seeing what she's saying? I have a. It says it hasn't started yet. That was 10 minutes ago, and we've been here 30. We've been here 30 minutes. Can she see y'all in the chat? Yeah, I would refresh. Hit refresh or leave and come back. That's weird. It's every time if I schedule something way ahead in advance, it does something wonky. And I scheduled this last night. Well, I scheduled it for last night, and I think before I saved it, or very quickly after, I had to change it to tonight. But I'm so tired anyway, because I still haven't gotten where I'm Well, I am tonight, and I was last night. I still haven't gotten where, even if I'm tired, when I lay down, if I lay down early, I can't go to sleep because I've stayed up so late for the last so many months. And it takes me like 3 weeks to get my schedule right. It's going to be a rough next 2 weeks. Where is Mama Bear of one? Oh, it did work. Can you see me now? But that was good. I like that. And if I had to guess, I would pick she fell asleep. I fell asleep.
Like antisocial personality disorder, which is sociopathy or psychopathy. So when someone's a sociopath and a pedophile,
does she have a notebook, y'all?
Because they don't have any remorse, they don't have any empathy. They
Tammy,
can't
did you loan her a notebook?
People are like objects to them, from what I was reading. So when a pedophile is also a sociopath, those are like the most dangerous kinds of pedophiles. The church nursery had nothing to do with Josh. Nothing to do with Josh. Nothing to do with Josh. The church nursery had nothing to do with Josh.
So she literally just reads and
reads. He was
reads.
actually not watching torture porn. It's called what's it called? Hurtcore. Hurtcore. So there's this classification of sexual abuse, and it's not porn. Stop calling it porn. It's hurtcore. Basically, people like get sexually aroused watching other people be tortured.
I can't
consenting.
See, I didn't get this far,
watch
y'all.
videos of people like getting tortured and raped, and
That's not. I think. Yeah, I didn't get this far in the video, but I just heard a few things, and I was like, "What the?"
That makes them aroused, and that's really disturbing. And what he was getting off, and the kind of people that watch that kind of content are also really high grade. So I've been reading so much, and if any of you guys are people in there that can correct me, I'm not claiming to have all the answers, but I was reading that the people that are into that kind of content and that kind of stuff have a high rate of offending in real life because what they are watching is so depraved and so disturbing. And like a lot of sometimes they're watching it so that they can like learn and get ideas. I actually watched an NBC
I was supposed to say, what did you watch?
News spot about it, where some of these offenders that watch this type of content, they literally go in, they watch it, and then they also will download stuff about how to groom children. And so these same rooms.
Okay, I'm getting tired of hearing about Duggars, but y'all, her advice is don't talk about court if you're having to go to court. Hey Joey.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Did you see? I was like looking at Yahoo, and they're like Jill Duggar in like swimwear, and like it's like, I mean, it's the most covered thing. I mean, you could see her legs, but it's not like it's not like it's a bikini. She looks like she's wearing like, you know, like workout shorts, those kind of tight lycra kind of things, and you know, so it goes a little bit down her thigh. You know what I mean?
Where was
you know,
she at? Was she like at the beach or something?
No, she's in like a backyard because it's, you know, she's obviously doing some kind of promotion for like she's with some kind of company. She's like, you know, I got my thing from, you know, X company, and you know, if you use my code Jill15, you'll get 15% off.
Okay, I see.
So go do it.
Is it this?
What's that?
Is it this?
No, like I'll if you want.
Like one of them, like that.
Just go to.
They're calling that a bathing
That's
suit.
it. Yeah, that's those pants are what
that's
she's
not
wearing. Yeah.
That's not a good swimwear look. But
Yeah.
I mean, no matter who you are.
Well, you know, she's never gonna show it. She's never gonna.
Well,
wear,
I
like,
mean,
a
there's
bikini.
other. Well, you ain't got to show it, but that's not a bathing suit. I don't think.
Well, she didn't call it bathing. It just said swimwear. See how it says swimwear? So that's what you would wear to, you know, go swimming, I guess.
That's a bathing suit, Joey.
I know.
I know. I'm just playing with you. I used to wouldn't put on a bathing suit back in the day when I was uncomfortable. But that's look, if that's gonna be her bathing suit, oh, it's not pretty colors, and it's like she's the bottom half the stalk and or whatever. What do you call it? The stem of a flower, and there's the flowers on top. I don't know. That the blue one's not bad. That's a skirt. Is that a skirt? The blue one's not that bad. I don't know. It's strange to me.
I just remember how like religious the Duggars is supposed to be. So like showing any leg or anything is like, oh my God, like you can't do that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What have you been up to? I haven't been here much this week.
I was dealing with apparently, you know, because remember I told you I got like a video card. It's fake.
What?
Yeah.
How much? Oh God, you didn't pay a lot, did you?
It's supposed to be a 1050 Ti.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a program I've been trying to use called DAZ, called DAZ. It's like, you know, it's a 3D rendering program. And, you know, so I've been learning how to do some of that. And if you don't have, like, you know, my card that I had before, which I'm going to have again, is an AMD, which is Radeon.
That's what I've got.
You got a Radeon?
I've got an AMD Radeon 480. And I know because I had to find the drivers and redo it today or last night, and it was a mess.
Okay, so if you have a Radeon,
that camera thing I did the other night messed up my computer bad. I had to pay 30. How much to pay? I can't remember. I had to pay a program to clean and fix my computer today. I mean, I had drivers missing. It was crazy.
Okay. Well, whatever that, so the program I use to do what's something called iRay, which is, because they're like photorealistic, you need an NVIDIA card. You can't have an AMD, because you can do this program, but it uses your CPU. And so that means, your central processing unit, and it like maxes it out, and it's never really that good, and it's super slow. So you need a card that will use what's called GPU, which is a graphic processor unit, instead. So I found it, because what it is I think I've been told you about this, because of the like Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. They buy up all the video cards because they use that to do the mining. They need video cards. I don't understand the whole thing about how that works.
I don't understand the whole Bitcoin stuff either. And I've got a little mining program on my phone.
So they have to have an NVIDIA card to do mining. So a card that would sell for, just as an example, for $100 is selling for like $250, $300 because they bought them all.
When did that start? Getting high, because I paid
9 months ago, I guess.
I paid $200 or $180, I think, for mine. But
yours is an AMD, so I don't think yours is any good for mining. I don't know.
Okay. No, I've got an NVIDIA. I've got an NVIDIA card.
Okay. Well, that's not a Radeon.
NVIDIA something, because that's in my phone, driver or whatever. I don't know, but a Radeon graphics card, and the GPU. I've got all that.
Yeah, but Radeon is AMD. NVIDIA, that's not Radeon is not in NVIDIA. They're two different.
I've got both. Like the NVIDIA is what's running that AMD card. I promise. No, I can't. I can show. I had to take it, uninstall it from my computer last night, and the directions were go to right click on your desktop and go to NVIDIA. And it was a big mess.
Well, did you take out the original card that you had in there, or are you running two cards? Because, like I said,
I don't know. I didn't do it.
NVIDIA is NVIDIA, and Radeon is AMD. So you get what I'm trying to say? Like, NVIDIA is its own. They're two separate things. Trust me. Like, just trust me on this. Like, I know enough computer stuff to tell you that if a Radeon is AMD, because that's what I've had for years.
I know it's AMD. I mean, you're right. Absolutely.
Okay, but that's not NVIDIA is completely separate. That's the other company. That's GeForce that makes NVIDIA. So it's a completely separate company, different. It's kind of like Ford, GM. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, yeah, they're both cars, but they're not the same manufacturer. So I'm trying to run the program, and at first, when I put this new card in, I'm like, I really don't notice any difference, because it's got twice as much. It's got it's a 4 gigabyte card instead of mine is just a 2, and so I'm like, I don't really see any difference, but I didn't notice it first because all the BIOS, what I mean, like the card, Windows thinks it's a 1080 Ti, and so all of that. So when I was doing it, like, it started to make my computer crash a bunch. And so I was running what's called Task Manager. Have you run Task Manager? So you could see like performance, and I'm looking at performance, and as I was rendering, I'm like, it's 100% going through my CPU. It's not even using the GPU at all. It's not using the video card whatsoever. So I started doing like a search, and it's like, well, if maybe you need drivers. So I got the latest driver from NVIDIA. I mean, it's only from like the 19th of January, March. It's from March 19th, so it's a really new driver, and it's still the DAS is still not recognizing it. So I'm like, oh crap.
They just had an update.
In which one,
The
Nvidia? Or?
fit, the no, the AMD,
Okay.
because I couldn't get my mom wouldn't take the download. It wouldn't download it because of everything, the iTunes, everything I put on mine was bad the other night.
Right.
And I mean, I got the drivers free off the AMD website.
Yeah,
But,
you should have called me. I could have helped you with that. That's easy stuff.
well, yeah, that it wouldn't download. I had to pay the program to fix it, and it fixed it. It straightened it all out. A lot of stuff that had been going wrong, but
Right.
Yeah, I didn't. That's crazy that the prices have gone up like that, and people are selling. They sold you a bad card or a fake.
Yeah, because what they could do is they can go into the BIOS. You know what I mean? It's just like part of the chip that they can access, and they can make it look like it's, like make a computer think it's a certain card. But when I did like a, search, I'm like, I did like a Google search, and I'm like, why isn't, Daz recognizing my card? And it told me to, one thing said, use this Tech Something Pro, thing, and then try to render and see what it, shows, because Task Manager isn't that accurate. And when I did, it says fake, it says fake 1080 Ti. And then it tells you what the actual, what's called the GPU, that's the chip that it uses. And when you look up that chip, it's from a 650, not a 1050. I'm like, oh, crap. So I went to both PayPal, because I paid with PayPal, and I bought it from Newegg, and I filed complaints, like this card is fake.
I like that website, Newegg.
And this morning I got like 3 emails from the company. They're like, oh, please, I'm a single mother. I don't really understand. I'm new to this stuff. Please withdraw your complaint. I'll sell you, this card for like $330, that's what they go for on Amazon. You know what I mean? Like just regular, that's the regular price that they're asking for this kind of card.
Wow.
I'll sell it to you at cost for like, so I'm like, I'm really going to send this person another $330, because this came from China. It really came straight actually from China. And I'm like, yeah, no. I'm like, I just want my money back. And, I get my money back and I won't file a complaint. And at first I wasn't going to do anything. I was going to go, all right, and then I was like, nah. I called up Newegg today. I was on the phone with them for a while.
Oopsie.
And I took like a screenshot of that program that shows how it's fake and the GPU that's running. And they sent me an RMA, so I could do like an RMA now. So that's what I'm going to do is like, and then when I said, they wrote me back, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, of course we'll give you your money back and everything. So we'll see how this.
Wait, did you tell the lady you wouldn't?
I said, I go, yeah. Well, if I get my money back, I'll withdraw my complaint. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's true or not. Maybe it is. Just it's a very small company. Like, I didn't realize that Newegg, because when I bought my computer stuff from Newegg last time, everything came from Newegg. But they're like Amazon now, that they have sellers. You know what I mean? That there's, it looks like you're buying from Newegg, but you're buying from some, like I said, I bought from some person in China, which I had no idea. It doesn't really, it kind of says that, but I didn't realize it. That's why I was buying from Newegg instead of from, from Amazon, because I know Amazon does that. When you look for this kind of card or any kind of like AMD card, everything is, you can't buy it straight from the manufacturer anymore, because they snap them up in seconds. They're all sold out.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then what they do is they resell it at like twice the price, over 100 to 200% more. So I'm not, as much as I would like to have a real video card to work with this program, I'll live with it taking 3 hours to render one picture, instead of instead of paying that kind. I'm just not going to do it. You know what I mean? I'll wait till the manufacturers finally catch up with demand, and they're actually producing enough that you don't have. You can buy one straight from them. It's all right.
Yeah, I wouldn't be buying a car now. And yeah, he took the one that was in there out because it was teeny tiny. And
Yes, it
there's a
was
great big one in there now.
right. Yeah.
But wonder what that NVIDIA was doing on my computer then. Because
That was the old card was probably an NVIDIA,
maybe.
and
Yeah.
he probably didn't remove the drivers.
No, yeah, he didn't do anything like that.
Right.
Like, he
So
didn't
that
even install the drivers for
right.
that. I did it after he finished.
So the drivers are still there, and
But they're not
whatever.
now.
Right.
I just checked.
Yeah, that's what, I mean, but like that's what I'm gonna have to put all my, because I'm gonna put the card back. I still have the NVIDIA card in there.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to put all my drivers back because I took out all my Radeon drivers. I took all, I had the latest Radeon,
They just did updates February in April and last week, so I don't know. What else was it gonna tell you? Oh, and this we got off the subject, and people were probably like, "What are they talking about?" Let me see, because I don't know what's your favorite channel? What's he been talking about lately?
What do you mean?
Uni, he gets.
I don't know. I went to Steve because Steve had, I guess there were new court papers today.
Oh yeah, he didn't show up to court the other day, right?
It was about that, yeah, right. He's got like another 3 weeks or something now. I think the judge is giving him like another shot at it.
Let's give more time. Let's give him some more time to not listen.
But so he read. He doesn't have like Ruhif on anymore, and usually it's just him alone when he gets the new court filings, and he just reads them and discusses it. So. So I was watching him before today. I can't even hate watch Uni anymore. I can't. It's just brutal. He's just brutal. It's the same. It's like it's the exact same thing that he did the day I started watching him. You know what I mean? He just does the same thing. He said no facts whatsoever. He just says stuff. Then he does at one point say, well, this is just my opinion, but then he'll spend the whole 99% of the rest of the time like he's talking straight facts.
He's provable. Let me right. I got to pull my chat up. I'm gonna hit play and let's hear if she gets any more interesting because I haven't heard this part of the video. I ran out of time and energy last night, but we might not finish it. I wanted them to hear a couple of funny things she's already said. I see she's
got her olive oil going on today. I see.
I mean, Joey, let's listen.
The kids, it's literally like power. I was actually reading that like 50%. This was on RAINN. Which is the national RAINN. It's for sexual assault. And it was saying like 50% of them are not actually attracted to children. They just offend children because children are an easier target.
What are they doing? Oh, here she goes.
No.
Somebody said something about Emily.
I don't think Dana's there to keep the little ones safe. I think people really overestimate why Dana's there.
Oh, they didn't send it.
I don't think that's why Dana's there at all.
Sorry.
Honestly, from everyone I've talked to, that's not the reason I have for why Jana's there. Jana's like not even around from what I'm told. Like she's not the kids' teacher. That's Ben. Ben is the one that does their tutoring. Ben's the one that Michelle has hired to help with the kids. Jana is not hired to help with the kids. Jana has her own.
I don't know who any of these people are.
Jana has her own work that she does.
Oh, the Duggars you're talking about? Yeah, because there's like so many of them. Jesus.
Yeah, but I don't know who they are. Like I'll hear a name and recognize it sometimes, but I don't know who Ben is. I don't.
Well, you figure there's 19 kids, and then they all got married. So you're in the 30s.
Yeah, it's true.
At the house constantly. Jana cannot move out. That's why she's there. Jim Bob will not allow her to move out because she's not married. Because Jim Bob says, she can't.
Damn that! I want my kids to move out when they were.
There could be a million reasons why
20.
She can't move because that's the ridiculous rule with the stupid cult. The judge has been a judge for a hot minute. As far as I could find, her areas of expertise were real estate, trucking, and commercial litigation. Judges have great ability to do as they please. She, I think, only started as a judge in like April. Like, I don't want to publicly say something bad.
She's only been a judge since April.
I don't know enough about the judge. I think the judge is really trying to be as it's not uncommon for these offenders to get bond, and they have to have they have a really low bar. All they have to do is be able to prove that they're not a flight risk, and that they won't harm any children. And if they can remove children from the situation and put a third party willing to guard him basically 24 hours a day. I don't know. Maybe she was thinking in the context of it's less expensive for the government.
Y'all look how much research she did for this video.
There is actually a pretty high standard.
I know, but I'm saying, I am being a smart ass, but I'm serious. Like before you got here, she went on for 15 minutes about the psyche and like how people work. Like she really researched. She had a word. What was that word? She got that porn. What was it? Hurt something.
Child pee?
No, well, she was calling it hurt something. I can't, like, it's a term she found on the internet when she was doing her research for this video. Okay. I don't know. And she's so smart. She's a lawyer and a shrink and an empath. Oh, wrong one. Your remote's everywhere.
Those few months because they don't have to house him. But I read the full orders this morning. And if he commits any felonies while he's on bond, they can automatically tack on an additional 15 years to his sentence. And in the orders, it says it doesn't run concurrent, it runs consecutive. So anything that he would do if he were to commit a crime while he's out right now would be another 15 years. And if he breaks, not only that, but if he breaks any of his conditions, then they can tack on another 10 years. So he has a lot to lose if he doesn't abide by these rules. So there are things in place that kind of like
he's got motivation.
Jana was not abused.
Yeah, well, it can be real trouble for him.
Yeah. Okay.
No, he can't have any computers. He can't have
y'all
anything.
Get if I stop this or no?
If he has access to anything, that would be a violation.
What do you think? Because I've heard all this before. It was just funny. The beginning of it was better. And y'all, I saw something on Twitter or YouTube. Yes, just in the last few days, and I want to do it here. Who wants to do it? Ansie and Jen did a what was it? An IQ test on whose channel was it, Joey? What was his name?
I don't know.
Yahoo Boy. It was supposed to have been, I thought, at a certain time, and when I got offline the last time I believe that I did a live, I said I'm gonna go watch it because I didn't know what they were gonna do. I'd heard Joe talking about AMC going there. Well, I got there and it was over, but it was good. They did an IQ test and he read the questions and they were on the screen. It was the internet test. I want to do it. Joey, who do you want to be smarter than? I'm not.
I don't know if I'm that smart, but we'll see.
Yeah. I think that would be fun.
Hold on, I'm gonna send you a picture.
Look at this. Well, let me make sure I can do this. Look at these videos. Are these videos on the screen? Are they there yet?
Let me send you a picture.
Okay. Do you see the screen?
I'll have to go.
Well, that one is sipping tea. Everybody knows sipping tea. Look at all these new people. 1, 2, Q Monkey, Tara.
The new channel he's talking about?
Katie haters. Yeah. I've never seen a lot of them. Q Monkeys and Bambi Rambles. And maybe I've been gone from you. That's how little I watch about her now. Because I just heard of the Cute Monkey one last week. I played, I think, a clip of it. All Things Sassy. Are these new people that newly dislike her, or these people who have been around for a while?
Well, I'm sure that like because of channels like what do you call it? What's her name? Geez, I can't remember her name.
T.
No, the big
Aaron?
channel. No, the big one who did Who Shoes.
Creep Show?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's got like almost 500,000 subs now, so that'll draw. She did like a few videos on her. I think she was even talked about on like the Keemstar thing, and so that will draw a number of channels. Plus, Angelica Oles, I think, talked about her. So she'll wind up, picking up both ways. It does go by that thing that there's no such thing as bad press.
Yeah. Well, in the beginning of this stream that we just stopped watching, she said, y'all, I've got, I just hit 40,000
Yeah,
followers.
I saw that.
Oh my God. Really? She hates, this is why I don't like Insta, because y'all come here and you don't like me. I mean, she literally hated them last week and
Oh,
told
wow.
them, huh?
What do you call it? Emily has Nate on tonight. Nate
Oh,
the
I
lawyer.
saw that. What time does that happen?
It's on now.
Oh well, thanks, Joey. There goes everybody. I just kidding. I saw that though. I had already scheduled.
I'm not. Who's Natalie the lawyer chick? I never heard of her.
I've never heard of that person. I don't know. I just messed up my camera. I'm a lot. So I had to practice with this, y'all. I feel like, gosh, I'm boring y'all. I'm sorry.
What is it?
I love it. Huh?
Your light?
My light, yes. Which everything broke the other night when the computer fell. When Cash crashed my computer, literally. My dog crashed my computer. It's like he tried to eat my homework. But everything broke. Nothing was working. My keyboard and mouse don't work. I've got to get a new one. I'm using the old ones now. Yeah, it sucks. And I think that's what can that mess up your drivers if your computer gets jarred like that?
Not really.
And after I spliced the camera that cord back together, that I cut with the scissors because I thought it was messed up, and it wasn't. It was just the programs, like where I work, the programs we have to use for my job.
Yeah.
It doesn't work with a lot of the camera and stuff on my computer, and I didn't know that yet. They didn't tell me until the day after I cut the cord on my camera. But I got it working, I got it fixed. Now the light come on for a second, and then it said, "We don't recognize this device." And I was like, "Oh shoot!" So I went to sleep, and I woke up sometime during the night to go to the bathroom or something. And both of it's working. What in the world? It was just working. So I don't know. The restart fixed it, maybe, or it had to maybe download the drivers or something. I don't know. It worked though. It's working. So I don't have to use my iPhone until I get some money get a paycheck. Mama Bear, are you still here? I haven't talked to Dick today, but I've got a bone to pick with him.
Well, what happened?
No, I'm just picking. We were supposed to. That's one of the reasons I didn't. Well, the main reason I didn't do the live. It's not the main reason, but last night I scheduled a live, but there was stuff that happened. I couldn't. But he said, "I'm going to be free and on the computer in about 2 hours, and I can help you." And I was like, "Yay!" And the stream was scheduled for later anyway, so it would have been a clash of timing. And then he got busy. It's just like the Sunday that he was going to help me, and I fell asleep. And there he was ready to help me. It's like we keep missing each other. It's like playing phone tag with the computer. I don't know.
Yeah, Mama Bear says she's still here.
I am too. I haven't fell asleep yet.
No, you were asking if Mama Bear is still here. She's
still
here.
Yeah, I know. You weren't here yet. When she didn't, she needed to refresh her stream or something, because when I schedule them a day ahead of time, they always mess up for some reason. And she only saw a blank screen, and she was in there making jokes and saying, "Where's Little Red? Did she fall asleep? She got technical difficulties?" And she went through my list of excuses. And I was like, "I'm right here." And she couldn't see me. So it was funny. It's totally true, because it's always one of those 4 or 5 things with me. I was eating, cooking, technical issues, or I was asleep. I talked to Comment Net last night.
Okay. Oh yeah, I saw he actually liked a comment I made. I didn't send him a message, but he was like, "Wow, he's still alive."
Right. It had been a long time since. Gosh, when did I talk to him? The last time I talked to him
It's been months.
was whenever the Onision tapes come out, because I was watching, not tapes but documentary. I was watching it, and I think they were all out because I was watching the last one. Because I was like, have you seen this? You've got to see this. And I said, go ahead and get it now because they're all out. And you can get it for a week and then cancel before you have to pay. But I kept Discovery Plus because I like it. $6. It's worth it. It really was worth it, in my opinion. So, is Katie live, y'all? Is she been IG live lately? I'm sure I got a bunch of subscribers that hate me tonight because I watched Katie. So what else? Let's see. Maybe we'll watch some Uni-Rock. I'm just kidding. Why is she going after the roll-offs now? Seeking Sister Wives. I was looking for the Teen Moms on my little DVR or whatever recorder last night because I didn't see it. And I know it come on like Monday or Tuesday. And I have the YouTube TV now, so I have to go to, I have live or, there's 3 choices, live or recorded or something. And I went to the record, like the ones I scheduled, and it wasn't at the top, like newest. And then it wasn't in the second one, which is most watched. It was way down. I had to actually search for it. So they're not getting views apparently at all. I don't know why that show's still on the air, y'all. Like I really don't. Control sleeping as Jill. Oh, she talks about us to Duggars. What is she gonna do? Oh, I don't know where Trouble's at tonight, y'all. Without a crystal ball, Katie Joy caught lying yet again to find a court. Did you see this, Joey?
No.
Or did you hear about this? I mean,
no, I really don't follow.
Well, you were here and we talk about her. Well,
that's what I hear about it.
Okay, well, let's listen to what she did in court. Or in a there you go. In a Zoom, I'm assuming court thing that she got the link to go in and she couldn't even do
our
that.
Favorite internet self-proclaimed internet sensation dumpster fire, Miss Katie Joy, and how she was caught in a big old fat lie. Yes, y'all. In my opinion,
this is the new person.
Yet another big fat lie, and this one could be really serious because this defied a judge and court order. Yes, that's right, an illegal act caught for everyone, the whole world to see. But if you didn't catch it, well, guys, that's why you have me. Because honestly, I'm not going to stop covering Katie Joy without a crystal ball until she stops her behavior. I'm going to continue to call out bad behavior when I see it. Anyway, that was an extremely long intro, but hi, friends. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're living your best life and everything that goes along with that.
Can you hold on for 1 second?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead.
Yeah, you have a new member?
Oh, hold on. Let me find it. Oh, my computer.
Not a fan of KJ?
Oh, I love her. Let me get my I can't get my Chrome tab up.
And you got a second new member.
There it is.
Mom of
Stop
3.
it. Mama T, Sherry. Is this? I love y'all. Thank you, Mama of 3. Welcome.
Not a KJ, and not a KJ fan.
And not a fan of KJ. That's
not a fan of KJ. Yeah.
Yes. She does not let me be late. Well, yes, she does. I'm late, but I always show up on my. I'll forget that I have one scheduled. I did that a few weeks ago, and she came and said, Are you okay? Are you going to show up where there's people waiting for you tonight or what? And I was like, oh, I didn't know. I love her. Apparently this...
Without a crystal ball has done a lot of stupid things during her YouTube career, and I thought the way she behaved during her lawsuit with the Westbrook would have been her peak stupidity, but no.
So this is Truth Sleuth?
Hey, This is True Sleuth.
Yeah, she does a great job.
Yes, she does. Let's listen.
Involving her breaking the
I'll
law
slow
by
it down a
pulling
little
Ethan
bit.
Klein from H3H3 Productions, who admitted to a crime and was being sued for it. But before diving into today's video, I want to remind you that no matter how you feel about anyone discussed in today's video, please do not bully, harass, or send them any hate. These videos are my opinion, so everything here is alleged, and I'm leaving it up to you, the viewer, how you wish to interpret everything moving forward. Okay, when I mention Ethan from H3H3, I'm referring to a clip from his Frenemies podcast where he openly admitted to pirating a major event. Don't get me wrong, I still like Ethan and his content, I'm just taken aback by his carelessness with everything. Basically, what happened is Triller, which is very similar to TikTok, but has several notable differences, and vice versa, they filed a lawsuit against H3H3 for pirating an event of theirs. Jake Paul had a boxing match.
Who did she say was very similar to TikTok? Because I missed that part. Troller? Is that
Triller is who they broadcast the Jake Paul against Ben Askren fight.
Oh, wow.
And they're like, he's like, you know, H3H3 is, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Ethan Klein, he got sued by them for like, I don't know, like $50 million or something, like some incredible number. Judge threw it out, but apparently they refiled. Emily has talked about it, and they still haven't provided any details. They're just
not going to do anything but make him more rich and famous, or more rich, because when people hear that he's being sued, they'll actually go watch him when they hadn't before. You know that. I mean, I would never have probably watched him had I not heard the drama, because of him and him and Tricia would fuss, and then they'd be made up and whatever. That's how I found him.
Yeah, they do the frenemies thing. She seemed a lot different than what she was. I mean,
she seems 100% like a different person.
Yeah.
And they have 100,000 people in their streams.
I know. Well, he's got like, I don't know, like I don't know how many million. He's got a number of million subs. You know what I mean? He's in the millions.
Yeah, it is wild. He's gonna be as famous as Unirock if he don't stop.
Well, he's been around for a long time. There are a lot of people who don't like him because they say that he gets preferential treatment from, I'm going to mispronounce her last name, but Susan Wojcicki or something.
The YouTube lady.
Yes.
Yeah. Wonder why.
Well, there was a picture, like she's appeared with him, I think, on his stream. I know there's a picture of him and his wife Gila and her, like, hugging, like, kind of friendly picture together. And it was right after that because somebody had done like, a negative video about him. And like right after this, like, picture came out and everything, his video got taken down. So there was all these conspiracy theories about, that he asked her to do it and everything else like that. And him is a big thing between him and Keemstar. Like, they hate each other.
Yeah, I got that pretty quick. I caught on to that. I'm sorry, I'm passing a note in class. I'll pass it to you, Joy. Let's listen.
Recently, that was aired live on their Triller Fight Club, and it cost $50 per person to stream said event. Shortly after this, Ethan went on to his Frenemies podcast that he co-hosts with Trisha Paytas and openly admitted to pirating the fight. That's right, millions of people watch his content, and he legit openly admitted to a serious crime. And as per Drama Alert's video, here is that clip.
But I don't know why the ref called it. I just found that obscene.
You know what?
I waited too long for that.
You watched?
I watched the whole. I bootlegged it. I pirated it.
Given the amount of people who watch Ethan and his podcast, it stood to reason that word would travel rather quickly back to Jake Paul and Triller, and boy did it ever. Because Triller promptly filed a lawsuit against him for damages. Tipster and Emily D. Baker both did excellent videos and breakdowns of this case, and I'll link their videos down below, so check them out if you want the full tea. And also, this lawsuit is said to have been thrown out, so there's that as well. Having said that, a few days later, Cajun did the exact same thing. While no, she did not pirate a live event that was behind a paywall, rather she stupidly admitted to a serious crime on her social media, as well as a YouTube live stream about the...
I sent you a DM, Joey. Can y'all understand her? Is it too fast? Hey, Cindy Lou, who I haven't seen you lately. Welcome back. Colleen, yep, I have family that lives there. Where? I'm going to read the chat for a second because I haven't lately. I'm going to scroll up. If y'all will bear with me. Hey, Johnsy's channel. I haven't seen you lately.
Apparently, Kier says that Keemstar is the one who started the rumor about, the video. I can't remember who it was by. It was somebody who was like a well-known in like in the communities kind of thing of people who do like criticism videos and stuff. And he had his video taken down because it was taken down because I think it was either in the video or like the thumbnail had like a picture or something of like, not with a real gun, but like shooting, Ethan in the head with like, some kind of gun. Yeah. So that's, that's supposedly why it got taken down. But she says that it was, Keemstar, and I guess she feels that he's anti-Semitic. I guess I don't know what he's done.
Oh, he's done some controversial stuff, and I mean, I don't watch him on YouTube, and I mean, I'm not gonna say I never have, but I'm not like the sub, but I try to catch his lives or anything. But his little Twitter shorts are pretty good.
Yeah,
the little rants he does on his Twitters. I mean, they're always listing a minute and 40 seconds, or it's very short clips you can put on Twitter, but they're funny to me. But I have heard people come at him hard because he has said some nasty stuff in the past. I don't know.
Well, back in the past, he was like,
and he says it was like 10 years ago, the one that I heard him talking about. But
he says that like, mental illness is just, you're like weak, or it's a bunch of bullshit, and
really, everybody has opinions. I've got to work on Monday. It's my first day back since September. Oh my, Johnsy. Well, I'm happy for you. Last Friday was my first day back to work since October, and my first day back at work. I had to get out of bed and walk to the computer.
So is it official that you're not in training or anything anymore?
No, we've got tomorrow, and my first shift is supposed to be Sunday. Let me think. Hold up. I'm off Sundays and Mondays. I don't know what they call it because I've never worked anywhere. I can't remember the word, but they make this. You put in what you want for your schedule, and they do the best they can. But I mean, this is people all over the country, and they hired like 2,000 of us. So, I mean, it wasn't that off. I asked for, I of course said like Monday through Friday, 8:30 to whatever. And I got not Monday through Friday. I think it's Sunday and Monday's off, I think. But I mean, the hours are pretty close, the shift hours. But I don't know how long they put the schedule out for. So it's out, and then that's my schedule for a certain number of weeks. So I hope it's like not a really long time. But God, I hope the training sucks. It just because there's so much, it's overwhelming for everybody. And it's technical issues mainly with everyone. And I hear the actual job's way easier than the training because it's been so frustrating.
Right.
So frustrating. But I think I'm gonna like it.
Well, that's good.
I definitely am gonna like not having to put gas in the car, drive 30 miles every day to work and back. I'm gonna like that part for sure. And not having to I have been getting up and getting dressed and not because it makes me feel awake, and I'm not in my sleep schedule right yet. But I totally can see myself doing this job from my pajamas.
So you know what movie came out today?
What?
35 years later?
What?
Top Gun. It's like playing for like a week.
The actual Top Gun, or did they make a new one? Okay.
Well, they did make a new one. It's like Top Gun Maverick. I guess that's coming out soon, or maybe it's come out. I'm not sure. I'm not But the original one from '86 has been
Yeah.
released for like a week.
Wow. And how long ago? 86.
Yeah, that was the summer of '86. Or, I guess not the summer, but, I think it's the
That's
anniversary. So
35 years.
35 years
Oh
ago.
my word. We are
That's
old.
That's
I'm
why
so
I was
old.
just, when you messaged me, I was actually starting to watch it. It's like,
Oh my God. I cannot watch that movie again. I've
it's been a
watched
while.
the movie so many
Yes.
times in my life. The only thing I may have watched more, well, no, not the only thing. I've watched Dirty Dancing so many times I know all the words. But I've watched Top Gun a lot, but I think Dirty Dancing and the Back to the Future are my favorites. Hey, Cash. He wants me to get off the computer and get into bed. He gets so pissy if I don't love on him. Yeah. He better be glad I'm at home working with him. Y'all, thank you for being new members. Mama T, Sherry, not a fan of KJ, Mama of 3, and there was one earlier, and I'm not gonna be able to scroll, and I don't want to say it the wrong person. Thank you all for your memberships. I'm gonna do better. I promise. Once I am not training, I know because I've already heard it's gonna be way less stressful, and I will not hate the thought of getting on the computer after work at night anymore. So it'll get better, y'all. It's gonna get better. And if you want to take an IQ test and challenge your friend,
I'm challenging you. It's you against me.
No, I'm the host. I can't do that.
Oh.
It wouldn't be fair. And I heard all the answers anyway. And I've got such a good memory. I would know. I'm joking. I'll think about it. I might test myself first. It's different questions every time. Yeah, but I think that would be fun. I really do. It was fun watching. Amzy won. She got what she said she was going to get too. She said, my IQ's like a 130, 140 every time. And that's what she got.
Yeah, these internet things are like, I'm not going to brag, you know what I mean? But I've gotten up to like 150. I wouldn't put any stock in these internet ones. They're kind of trying to make you feel a little bit better about yourself.
I'm just going to tell you some of those questions, and like they did it back to back, and then he asked Amzy to do hers again. Some of the questions I was like going, huh? And like they were visual. You had to look at them to know the answer. Like these, if you put these two blocks together, what does it matter? And I don't know how they got the answers to some of them. And we stayed in the studio after I stopped the live the other night, and I'm reading them, and Trouble said, if you just read it to me, I can probably tell you the answer. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I read it to him, and he's like, oh, I'm high. I don't know. And I was like, yeah, you can't use that as an excuse. Shut up. It was funny.
Yeah, I remember, mine is actually kind of up there. I'm not going to say what it is, but what it was is like when I was in high school, I would always do really bad on my tests. And like verbally, when, these people would talk to me, it didn't seem like I should be doing so bad. So they wind up testing me like a couple of times. And it's very good. And they never even bothered to explain it to me. It's in my high school records now, but I have dyslexia. So that's
really? Have you been diagnosed?
I guess back then I was, but it's bad now. It's really bad. I have a lot of trouble reading stuff because, I'll transpose sentences, because I'll be reading and then like it doesn't make any sense. Like I'm reading like a sentence and like, well, wait a minute. That's because I've like skipped like 3 sentences, or I'm reading everything out of order, so it doesn't make sense.
Oh, that's wild. I never had that problem, but I've got books everywhere. If I try to start reading a book, it takes me the longest time to get into the even reading the first few pages or the first chapter, first couple. It depends on the book. I'll read it, but I have to read it over and over until my brain clicks what I'm reading and retains it. So people, I hear a lot that I put on about my memory. I really don't. Why would I? But I have to read over and over and over, and I never had that problem in school. Maybe my last couple years, maybe a little bit, but I didn't do a whole lot of reading the last couple of years of high school. It's terrible now, and it just gets worse. And I'll read a whole ass book, and I don't remember what it was about, and I'll read the whole ass book again in a year, and never knew that I read it before. And that's a fact. That's a thing for me. And
yeah, I'm really with numbers now. Oh man.
I think mine's from a head injury. I do. I've been a wild one. But like, yeah, Joey, you're my spirit, Joey. We're the samesies. You are here for a reason, Kier. Thank you. Oh, we love Kier. Thank you, Joey. I know, right? That's coming from the guy who said an ex-boyfriend can't essay his ex-girlfriend. So my theory is he tries to protect others.
We were talking about Keem.
Oh. See, because I don't know.
He said, there was that girl who accused, that there was a girl who accused Jake Paul of like forcing her to give him
and Keem won't report on it because he didn't have enough information.
No, Keem got on there and says he did it's one of those things that you like. He did one of his Twitter things like, how did he, what, she couldn't turn her head? Well, he didn't have a gun. Like Jake, she's like, looks like she's like 5'1", 5'2". Jake Paul he's not 6 foot, but he's big. You know what I mean? He's a powerful guy. You really think like a powerful guy can't like threaten to essay a woman without a gun? Like, or like force, like to where she's, she'll do it because she's afraid of being hurt. You know what I mean? You don't have to, you don't need a gun pointed to her head to make her do it. You know what I mean? It's just so ridiculous to hear what his explanation of like, that he didn't believe her at all. It's like, okay.
I see. I believe you. I just don't watch him a lot. But when I heard him mention that case or whatever, he just said there's not enough information. I mean, for me to report on it. If something happens and changes that, I would, but I'm not going to do a video on it until there's more information. But I hadn't heard anything since. So, like, have they charged him or what's going on with that?
No, I don't know if he'll ever get charged.
I've heard a lot of people say they don't believe her.
Well, I'll put it this way. He also said that he was going to sue her. He hasn't sued her yet because I'm sure he doesn't want to be in court getting deposed. You know what I'm trying to say? Have all that, that's like he doesn't want to open that can of worms with her.
I mean, if any of it's true, he at the very least looks like a weirdo because she's like, we're in the same room and he's texting me, hey, what are you doing? From the same room. And he's like a player in a TikTok mansion or some shit.
Well, he's a guy with, I don't know, what is he, 10, 20 million subscribers. Most of, his audience is like 13-year-olds. I mean, they're really young people, you know what I mean? So I'm sure that there's, you'll find a lot of women who are, I don't find him attractive, but he's good shape. He's like a bad boy.
He's not ugly, but I mean, I don't know.
I'm sure that he attracts quite a few.
Oh yeah,
quite a few people. I mean, the girl was pretty. She was pretty.
How old? How old is he?
23, maybe.
Like, they say he's a YouTuber, but he's a fighter too. But I've never seen.
Well, he's never fought a fighter though. Everybody who's fought has been like another YouTuber.
Oh, really? See.
Yeah. He fought Ben Askren, who was let's see how old he was. I think he was a 36-year-old ex MMA fighter who was not a good MMA fighter, who 6 months earlier had his hip replaced. You know what I mean?
Joey, you should do a charity boxing match. We'll do it. We'll do it on my channel. We'll do it here and for charity. Fraudulent fundraiser is what we'll get accused of.
I mean, like, what's his name has never fought anybody either. His brother, Logan.
Yeah.
Everybody he's fought, like I said, has been like he fought KSI, he's a big YouTuber from England.
So
But
they do it for charity, or they do it because they like to fight?
No, they got to do it for money.
Oh,
Like,
so when they do the fights, they don't give the money to charity. They keep the money.
No, it's just pay-per-view.
Oh my gosh! Wow,
Yeah, they make big money. I mean, that fight that he did with, Ben Askren, because everybody hates his like guts. Yeah, I'm sure he made a few $1,000,000 from it. You know what I mean? Like, not the numbers he's talking about, because they said that they had like 1 million, paying viewers. Well, that would, at $50 a pop, that's 50 million bucks. I don't think he made that much, but what do you call it? What the hell is this guy's name? Yeah, because I always remember what Deaf Noodles calls him. He calls him Jake Bathroom Stall. Do you know who I'm talking about? He dated that. He was. Oh Jesus! Now I'm gonna draw a blank on all these people.
Oh,
maybe the chat can. He's he's one of those guys. He like lives in a house with a whole bunch of other YouTubers.
That's Jake Paul, ain't it?
No, that was Team 10. That's all gone now. He doesn't do that anymore. It's somebody else. I'm gonna hope someone in the chat knows who this guy is.
It's something about Brooklyn Nine-Nine TV show and Jake and Hope. That's all I see.
Let me.
Bathroom Style, you said? Jake Webb.
Well, Deaf Noodles calls Jake Bathroom Stall. His
Deaf Noodles is not a grown-up.
He's the guy who was like, they were having like parties during like the COVID thing, and they were having like big.
I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name though.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
That guy. Yeah, he's fighting some other.
He's a doctor or something, right? No,
he's like an idiot.
Okay, I'm getting him mixed up with the other one.
Here, I'm just gonna really quick Google TikTokers versus YouTube fights, because they're having a big thing where 5 or 6 of them are fighting each other.
Deaf Noodle's biggest hater?
Well, let's see.
Dramageddon? No, I'm reading.
I'll be able to tell you now who it is.
Hey, everyone in the chat, we haven't done the foot challenge yet. We haven't done it.
Bryce Hall.
Oh yeah, I can never remember.
He's fighting Austin McBroom. I saw a whole thing. I didn't know
those are kids, man.
Yeah,
little kids.
Well, supposedly he's getting like $3 or $5 million guaranteed. You know what I mean, just for fighting him.
If you give me $3 million, I'll go stand in the ring and let anybody beat my ass. Like, I don't care who do you want to beat me up. I'll go stand there. I'll take a few hits. I guess KSI fought both the Paul brothers, because it looks like it says KSI and the Paul brothers. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so he's like the headline is because did you ever watch the Ace Family? I watched a few episodes to see why everybody's talking about him. I'll send you that thing. Remember that I sent you the link that you should watch that girl's videos? Is that the one? Okay, because I get mixed up because there's a couple that I watched around the same time. There was one, and they put a lot of it on the teenage daughter, and they took her bra shopping. Right, that's the Ace Family. Yeah, no, I didn't. Yeah. That's a shame. And he brought like his little kid or his cousin or niece or something like that, and bought her. She wanted I think it was, kind of like a candy thing, but it was like a penis or something, you know what I mean? And he's like, oh, they make fun, like it's really bad stuff. Yeah, that's weird. And what was weird, they just, that whole video, standing in Walmart, I believe it was Walmart, and picking out bras, and I don't know. Yeah, the poor girl, you know what I mean? Like, imagine, like, I'm sure she doesn't want, like,
Yeah. Plus, that just draws like creepers. You know what I mean?
Right. That's my thoughts. It's. I
Yeah.
mean, that's a thing moms and daughters do, I guess, go and buy bras. But she was holding them up in front of her daughter, like, "Oh, look at this." It was weird. It was weird. I don't know, and they have to know that there's creepers out
Yeah.
there.
Who gonna watch that thing? Jesus Christ.
Well,
I gotta look at what's the name of that girl that I sent you? She does great stuff. I really like her videos. I still can't believe that, like, my first video I watched, it was like, I'd say mid-February, and she's like, "Yeah, I can't believe it. I hit 3,000." And I'm looking at her channel. It's like 140.
really?
Yeah, it was on. Now she's like at 2 something already. It's been less than 3 months.
Wow. I don't see her name here. It won't Gabby Hanna, was it?
No,
Everybody's making a big deal. Like, I guess she's on
because she's been spurging out. I mean,
I know she has, and this is true. However, I didn't know who she was. I'd heard her name, but I never watched her. But I did watch that Kid 90 documentary. It was basically Punky Brewster when she wasn't acting. After Punky Brewster, she was like pigeonholed or whatever they call it. She couldn't find a role, and she wanted to be behind the scenes, behind the camera. She took her camcorder with her everywhere and recorded everybody. I mean, it was her and Corey Feldman and one of the what's the God, what are their names? There's like 3 boys and 2 girls, and one of them was married to the dude who was married to Courtney. What's her name from Friends? Courtney Cox.
Right.
David Arquette was in it.
Right.
He was like 5 years older than me, probably, maybe more, and he was hanging out with Punky Brewster and a bunch of youngins. Who else was there? Laura Ingalls? No. Sarah, her sister, the girl from Roseanne. She was out there. A bunch of really famous people. But the David Dork, I can't say his name. How do you say?
The vlogs, Dobrik.
Yeah, Dobrik. I always say Dork for some reason. Dork. He was. There was a lot of clips of him calling Gabby Hanna ugly, or saying,
he goes, "Oh, I got you this birthday present." He gives it to her.
It's
something
diet pills.
it's diet pills. It's like, and then he's like something about like it was like, like a Walmart or that kind of thing, and it's like, oh well, you wouldn't know about that, meaning like she's just too ugly for some kind of like makeup or something like that. It's really real nasty stuff.
Yeah. So I didn't know how well. I knew that was old, but when I first heard that she went off on Twitter, I thought that well, I've seen her be bullied, but that was not what was going on here. I don't think
she got banned or had a video, either just had a video removed or got banned from TikTok.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's 10 o'clock. I gotta get to bed, y'all. But I love y'all, and I'm so glad y'all came and hung out with me now. I'm sorry if everybody left. I hadn't even paid attention like I should to the chat. For some reason,
Emily's like a vacuum. Everybody goes to.
Tonight, for some reason, I couldn't. My chat would not cooperate with me. Not the chat, but the actual words on the screen. I couldn't keep them. They kept going away. I don't know. It's been.
You mean when people post stuff?
No, like my live chat.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what. It's probably me. I hadn't done this in so long. I don't remember how. But I don't know. I know I'm going to lay down and sleep good and hopefully not crash so hard I don't wake up in the morning. I'm so tired. It's like I lay down at night, and as soon as I lay down, I'm so tired. Like every bone is tired. And as soon as I lay down, my eyes are like wide open, and I can't sleep. But I think I'm gonna do good tonight. But yeah, I'm gonna hop on over and maybe watch some of that.
Okay.
I don't ever watch.
Oh my!
I can't watch. I can, but it's like so many people in the chat. I can't read it that fast, and I'm not talking because nobody can read me that fast either. So I'm just listening, which is fine sometimes. But if I'm not in the mood to be like partaking in a conversation, but I usually like to wait for her to get going good, and then I'll go back and listen in like 1.5 speed. So I can like catch up. I don't know.
I put a link to that girl's channel. Her name is Haley Elizabeth. That's who the girl I was talking about. I'll just love her stuff. Because she just does her makeup and she's not telling you, oh, well, you should, you know how like promoting, like this is the makeup. She just is doing her makeup as she's talking.
She doesn't do true crime. No, I'm thinking about that.
No, she like did something. Like I said, she did the one. I'll see if I can find. Let me go back to where that thing. She did the one about the Ace family. That's why I was rooting for like what do you call it? That Austin McBroom, because I don't like Bryce Hall. But damn, that guy's pretty hard to root for. Austin she did a whole thing about the Ace family because they're long. They're like 40. It's okay. The one about the Ace family, she did a 3-part thing about family bloggers, and she did one, about the Ace family. It's 55 minutes long.
Yeah. Did you hear about the YouTuber couple that had a dog for like 8 years?
Yeah, they put it down.
Radiant Brit did. I've seen 3 of her videos, and I mean, she's a dog lover, first off, and like she just didn't. I felt bad watching the video. It made me sad, but she got emotional even watching the playback. But she would say, "These people are stupid." She was just being like in her feelings during the video.
Well, it's like just give it up to the if you don't want it, you can just give it up to an agency.
I know, like he pulled a David Eason T-Mom bullcrap where he said, well, it's the law that put him down if he no, that's not a law. Maybe if they bite 2 or 3 times, that's a law. If they bite and cause terrible harm, this child didn't have blood on her. This dog had been in their family for 8 years, at least, because I heard her say that 8 years. And they said that the kid got in his feeding dish or something when he was trying to eat. Train your kid not to get in the dog's space.
Well, that since all of that happened, so people started like looking up her background, and she's like an anti-vaxxer.
Imagine that.
And there's a whole video of her like, well, you can call me an anti-vaxxer if you want to, but you don't know, and you should listen to this, some quack doctor. You get what I'm trying to say? It was like,
Radiant Brit showed quite a long video of theirs, and it was like they took the dog or they had a trainer come to their house and train one time. They said more, and they took him to the vet to get him fixed, hoping it would make him calm. And they always talked about him like he was evil, like this mean dog. And then they would take the little puppy and like shake him in the face like it was a rag doll and antagonize him with it. And she would, it was so annoying. Like I was so ready for that video to be over, not because of Brittany, but because of the baby talk towards that dog, and just knowing she just totally last week or whenever went and loved him a goodbye like he had terminal cancer and was dying, and knowing damn well that they were going to go put him down. And who did that? Like, you could somebody just take cash to the vet and say, we want to put down, and they'll put a perfectly healthy dog down? I don't think that that's something you can do. I might be wrong. I don't think it's something you can do.
I don't know, to tell you the truth, whether it's legal or not, whether to put down your own dog or. I'm
telling you what, those people on you, that couple messed up when they had that dog euthanized and admitted it, and Radiant Brit saw it, because.
Well, and then went on, their explanation.
There's a lot of people doing it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the video of their explanation. Their explanation was like crap. None of
it's just like the T-Mom one. Oh, we had to, because Well, what I heard, I didn't hear the whole video. I just heard highlights. So yeah, this is stupid. I don't know. I love y'all. I'm gonna go to sleep. I haven't eaten yet either. Mama Bear. What was it? Mama Bear of one. I haven't eaten yet either.
Of
I'll do
3.
that before I go to
Yeah,
sleep.
whatever. Right.
Huh?
Oh, Mama Bear. Okay, I thought you meant like your new. So, who was the new person again? You had that one.
The what?
That you're one of your new people. It was something of 3.
I had Mama of one became a member, but Mama Bear. No, Mama of
No,
3.
Mama of
Mama
3.
of 3.
Yeah,
But Mama Bear of one. She's been coming for a while. I love you all. And y'all go watch whoever's on now. This coming after me.
I'll go back to watching The Danger Zone.
Is he on, or you watching? He don't go live. He's not around YouTube anymore, right?
No, that's Top Gun. I'm gonna watch Top Gun now.
Oh, okay. Duh. I thought you were talking about the Fango.
Remember that was was the big song that they played from it.
Yeah, I know.
Kenny Loggins, Highway to the Danger Zone.
That gets stuck in your head like the squirrel song. Speaking of, I don't know where it's at. Or I'd play it for y'all going out. I love y'all. Have a good night. Yeah, y'all decide who you want to do an IQ test against. I'll set it up. We'll take bets. I'm just kidding. But I love y'all. Have a good night. Thank you, Joey, for coming.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for coming and the memberships. I love you, Sherry. I'll DM you. I miss you. And y'all have a good night.